viewers, welcome to the show Love, Parenting and Mental Health with Tosin Togun. It's great having you once again. To think that you will never get angry at situations, people, yourself is very, very unrealistic. And anger is an emotion that is not defined until you manage it the way it shouldn't be managed. So how do you manage anger in such a way that it does not distort your relationship, love relationship, your relationship with your children, and maybe friends and families, and most especially, how do you manage it in such a way that it doesn't mess up your mental health? That is what we'll be doing on the show today. We're looking at anger management. Let me take a short break. I'll be right back.
Are you searching for professional counseling services appealing and available to individuals, schools, families, communities, corporate and religious organizations at an affordable rate? Look no further. Show Up Counseling Clinic is a registered counseling firm and a recognized member of the Counseling Association of Nigeria. Show Up Counseling Clinic offers services in the following categories: toddler and preschool development counseling, preteens and teens counseling, premarital counseling, marital counseling, parenting, rehabilitation and remedial counseling, corporate counseling. Other services include book sales, library services and training. We also offer home services for children and the aged. Likewise, we treat addiction and offer therapy for mental well-being. Show Up Counseling Clinic is located at 99 Idito Bus Stop, adjacent Oluyolu Shasha O, Puliyeleyele Road, Ibadan. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Show Up Counseling Clinic. For inquiry, visit our website www.shcounselingclinic.org.ng or call 0803 537 6009 or 0806 847 5755. Show Up Counseling Clinic, living people better than we met them.
Welcome back on the show Love, Parenting and Mental Health with Tosin Togun, a counseling psychologist, social worker, and God's servant. All right, like I said the other time, we are looking at anger management on the show today, and I trust you're going to have a great time staying tuned with me. To start with, let's look at what anger is and negative ways of handling anger. Okay, anger is just an emotion like love, like happiness, like hatred, like joy, like sadness, like frustration, like bitterness and the rest of it. Okay, and interestingly, anger is an emotion that you get when you feel that you are being treated badly or not fairly. Yeah, that is the emotion that you get. The very emotion you get at that point is called what? Anger emotion. Now, what are the negative ways of handling anger? So I'll give you about 3 or 4. Number 1 is ignoring the anger. That is, you want to pretend that you are not hungry. You want to internalize it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to express it. You just want that anger to stay with you, and you don't even want to be in awareness that you are hungry. That is what ignoring anger is. Number 2 is triangling approach. That is, you face, just like triangle, the face of the shape of the triangle, you have 2 sides facing each other. That means you face your partner or your children or whoever you are angry with, instead of actually facing the issue at the base. And that is triangling. Is a very wrong approach to anger. And another wrong approach to anger is blaming game. That is, you feel that you don't take responsibility for the emotion that you feel. You feel somebody is responsible for the way you feel or for feeling angry. That is also a wrong way to actually handle or approach anger. And the last one is actually transferring the anger probably on objects, on persons, or putting up an attitude, that shows that you are angry, but you are not actually letting it out. All right, so these are wrong 4 ways of handling angers, in any relationship, either love relationship or parent-child relationship, and that is that could be very damaging, to our mental health. So let's see how we can manage anger positively, because that's why I'm here on the show today. Don't forget, I'm Tosin Togun, your counseling psychologist, social worker, God's servant. Okay, let's move on and enjoy ourselves on the show. Welcome back. Like I said, we'll be looking at how to manage anger in a positive ways. Okay, number one is that you have to be aware that you're hungry. That is, you have to accept that you are angry. You have to admit that you are hungry. And how can you be aware of hunger if you don't know how you feel or how you personally respond to anger, or how others, probably your spouse or children, react to hunger? For instance, an introvert, could respond to hunger in such a way that is very funny. An introvert will just withdrawn, when he or she is hungry. Why? An extrovert, could be shaking, could be stammering, could lose concentration, and lots more. So you have to know how you personally react to hunger or respond to hunger, and how persons that are very dear to you react to hunger. And this way, you know it when there is an hunger, emotion in between you and a person. Having done all of that, number two is that you take a break from the hunger. From the discussion, whatever discussion it is that you are having, you take a break. That is not once you realize hunger emotion in a conversation, then you take a break. That is not a time to begin to lead on that conversation. Then when you take a break, on the break, what do? On the break, number one, you determine your hunger source. You look at it that you look at what exactly is making you hungry, or what exactly is making the other person hungry. That is, you determine the anger source. And when you have done that, the next you do is you try to look at how you want to respond to that particular hunger. How do you want to respond to that emotions? And I personally will recommend to you assertive communication. Assertive communication is a core communication and interpersonal relationship skill. It is very, very needed by everyone. An assertive communication is that communication style in which you are able, to express what you feel on the inside of you. You are able to express, that particular anger source. Right now, you are not facing the person. You are not attacking the person. You are attacking the issue, because you've been able to you've been able to identify what exactly the issue is, what exactly the anger source. So this is the source. This is the discussion you now table with whoever you are angry with, be it your children or your partner or whoever that is there with to you that you're having anger emotion with. So with this particular style, you are able to communicate, the anger source. And once you do that, of course, he or she will also do the same, because it becomes easier that way for the other person also to identify his or her anger source. Then you discuss it and reach a compromise. And this way you have a progress, in your marital relationship or whatever the relationship that you are finding difficult. And this way, anger emotion end up having positive influence on that relationship and not the other way around. I want to believe you've had a great time with your counseling psychologist today. Please ensure that you subscribe to this channel in case you are coming across Tosin Togun for the first time on this channel. Okay, and I also employ you to help share the video. Should you have a question, please send it to the numbers on your screen, or probably any of our social media handles. Be sure that I'm going to get back to you promptly. Bye.